Inflation. Inflation has lost its everlasting mind. I wanted to like help and give some pointers as to what I'm doing to help to offset the cost of inflation, even with me currently not working. I just wanted to share some tips, and I want to hear what you're doing as well to help to offset the cost of living, the rise of everything, because it's just like out of control. I will do an end of the month comparison of my July and August budget, just to show you where if I went over in a certain category or if I was below in a certain category. Most are probably over, but I'm still going to share, so stay tuned for that video. But I'm going to touch on a little bit of my like August budget and then give some tips as well. So if you're interested in that, you know, stay tuned for the video. All right, so I am AP. If this is your first video, I just love YouTube. I love you guys. I appreciate you for tuning in. I talk motherhood, I talk everyday life, I talk finances. But in this video, we're gonna talk like personal finance and inflation. So I have a set budget that I don't wanna go over every month. And I personally have noticed an increase in my groceries. It's 3 of us. And I do meal plan. Of course, you know, in my budget, I have a category for eating out. But can we just talk about that for a minute? Eating out and cooking at home, buying groceries, it's costing the same. Like, what is the problem? I thought eating out was supposed to cost more, but it's feeling like it's the same. Like they twins, okay? So it's just crazy across the board. But my grocery bill, like the boys were with their dad during the month of July. And then, so in June, it was a little higher. And then my grocery bill, you know, wasn't as high in July because I didn't cook. I was on break, y'all. But now that they're back, it seemed like they brought their stomach and it's just like empty and like it's a bottomless pit. And I can't fill it up enough. So I'm already at my 5th grocery haul with 1 more week of August to go. So of course my grocery budget, it's out the roof. It's over budget because they're hungry and we have to eat, and the cost of everything has just like skyrocketed. And then even with like gas, putting fuel in your car, that's out of control as well. I have to increase that amount going into September. I'm personally going to reconstruct my entire budget. I'm glad that I was able to see how August kind of will feel and give me an idea now that we're back in school. Because when they were out, I was at least trying to cook. If they didn't sleep in, they would get like, 3 meals a day or 2 for the most part, because they're teenagers and they slept in till like 12, 1 o'clock. So that eliminated breakfast. But now that we're back in school, I can try to get a flow for how my budget will be. So one thing that I am personally doing to help to offset the cost of living is still trying to live below my means. Yes, there are things that I want, and I have to really think about it. Like, is it really, it's not a need, it is a want. And I'm all for if you want once. I'm saying you live once, and I'm not saying I just want a trip to out of the country or anything like that. Nothing crazy, but a little Amazon purchase here and there. I'm having to like really decide, like, is it that serious, Adrienne? Like, do you really need this? Do you really want that? So I'm trying to live below my means, and also with that, live below the budget that I set for myself. So I've been off, this is August, so it's been 3 months. So I'm trying to go a year to see how everything goes. You never know. God can just change some stuff in a moment. He don't need a whole bunch of time. So if we go with the 1 year being off, I have 9 more months to do this. But yeah, I am trying to like live below my means. I'm trying to cut back on things, make things last. Even prior, before I quit my job, I was trying to buy things in bulk so that, they can last. And I'm doing pretty good with that. I do a Sam's Club haul once a month. I didn't do anything in July. So I kind of overspent in August because I didn't have anything for them basically to eat when they came back to me in August. So I'll do a separate grocery haul and then a Sam's Club haul But then even with that, I don't put out all the snacks because they're teenage boys and they will eat the entire house if you let them. And I refuse to let that happen because I just went shopping, and just because I think teenagers, they see the food, and I'm not denying them food, but I think when they see it, it's like, you know, it's calling them and it's like, eat me, eat me. So I'm like, no, we have to like disperse this, you know, throughout the month. And so I've been doing pretty good with that. You can see that on my Instagram. I talk about that all the time, how I'm hiding the drinks and the snacks. Yes, I do that. Yes, and they know I do. It's okay, and you can judge me. But this has to last. This is crazy. So yeah, I'm cutting back. I'm you know, living below my means. And then another thing, like my internet, just the bill is on, it went up. And I'm like, whoa, like everything is going up, right? But one thing I want to encourage you to do, if something has gone up, to call them and see if they can lower your payment, because I just made a simple phone call and the guy was like, oh, you've been with us since 2015. Let me just see what I can do. And he literally was like, oh, don't worry about it. It'll go back to your original payment that you've been paying, because it went up like $5. And $5 make a difference when you're on a budget. And so he did what he needed to do, and he said it'll be fine going forth, you know. So any bill that you can lower, please lower that, you know. You know, it will make a big difference with your budget. And then, like, I know a lot of people are doing the money challenges. That's so awesome. Like, I'm not doing any right now. I would love to save. I would love to save, but you know, I'm in a different season and it's all good. So I'm in the season of cutting back so that what I have can last. And another thing that I want to encourage you to do, because it's so easy to just jump into this mode of using your credit cards to pay for different things. Now, I know a lot of people are into points and whatnot. If that's for you and it's working for you, then okay, keep doing it. But I'm talking about the people that are using their credit cards and they're getting into debt. I'm so grateful that although I am not currently working, I still don't have any debt. I don't have any credit card debt. I've still been paying for things in cash. Woo! And this is getting out of control because my second car, y'all, I just had to put it in the shop. It's drama with that car. And they say it may be clutch or transmission. I don't know. All I heard was ting, 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 like money, like the cashier, like I just heard money, like money. So pray for me over that one, that doesn't happen. But anyway, but I haven't used credit card. I mean, you know, if I use a credit card, I do have a Discover. I'm able to pay it off. So I don't have any credit card debt, and that's a blessing. But a lot of people are using the credit card, and I guess they're not remembering, like, you gotta pay that off. Like, and if you don't, it's going to just accrue interest, and it's just gonna pile up, you know. Wow, I don't want that for you. I don't want you to, you know, live a life that you're even afraid to open your mail because you don't want to see a bill. You know, we're going to try our best to get on track with our finances, even in the season of inflation. I believe all things are possible and that we can do it. We just have to be mindful and be a good steward over the money that we do have, and even like try to find different ways to make more money. So I'm also trying to do that as well. But I just wanted to encourage you. I know we're all going through it. You are not alone. So I just wanted to give you some quick tips on some things that I'm doing, because my budget is out of control. Like when I do the end of the month and I go over these numbers, it's gonna be like, I'm gonna try not to be depressed. I'm gonna try not to. I'm still gonna try to smile through it. But you know, you have to look at your numbers. It is what it is, okay? You have to be conscious of where your money is going. And I do track my spending. So that helps as well, because you're seeing it more on a daily basis. So it's not a big blow at the end of the month. But yeah, inflation is real, you guys. So do what you can. Let me know what you're doing in addition to the steps that, you know, I just encourage you to take with your budget. And we're going to make it. We're gonna make it. Okay, so be encouraged and stay tuned for the next video, and you take care and you stay blessed.